What is up, guys? It's your boy Beast here. Welcome back to some more Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle stuff. Now, this is a match against a guy by the name of LDxerpe, and I honestly don't have this guy's YouTube name or YouTube channel, so if you could please comment down below saying who you are, then I will add your link in the description. So, I have one new team member on this team, that being Klefki. Now, Klefki, it is incredibly awesome. Like, I'm not even kidding. I just had to look outside because I think I saw something. That was okay, never mind. Klefki is incredibly awesome. It has Prankster, which makes everything so much better. It doesn't have the best stats, but it has Foul Play, Reflect, Light Screen, Spikes. You have priority dual screens and spikes, plus Foul Play, which makes it an immediate counter against Aegis, and you could just spam screens all the time and get the best defenses ever. I mean, that's what I'm doing in this battle, because I see he's got to lead off with a Weavile, and I honestly don't know what this Weavile wants, so I'm just going to go for the Reflect. Turns out he is a Swords Dance variant, and I know he most likely does have the Focus Sash because he keeps setting up Swords Dances like that, and he's obviously trying to sweep me or something, but I'm just going to go straight for the Foul Play just to get a lot of damage on it, because I know it will most likely break it down to Sash because he has such high attack. Now, go for the Foul Play again, that will take it out of there. Goes for the Brick Break, and since I did have the Reflect, it will not take me out of there, but I will lose my Reflect though, which is kind of bad, but I'm gonna go for the Reflect again because I know he has a lot of physical attackers on his team, and he sends in this Tyrantrum right here, so I gotta set it up. Otherwise, this Tyrantrum right here actually goes for the Dragon Dance. Otherwise, if I did not set up the Reflect, then this thing could have possibly swept me as well. So this guy's using a lot of sweeping pokes, which is kind of scary, but he's going to take me out of there with a Crunch. Well, actually, no, he's not going to take me out of there because at times for resist the Crunch, because Fairy actually resists Dark, which is quite awesome. I'm still not used to these new type changes and stuff and new, like, resisting kind of stuff. Actually, never mind. It's not even times for resisted. It's actually times 2 only because Steel types don't resist Dark anymore, but I still take it because it reflects. So that's quite awesome right there. So I set up one more layer of spikes, forgetting that he has a Blastoise on his team, which could potentially have Rapid Spin. So I was kind of stupid right there, but I guess I got a decent amount of damage. Well, I will get a decent amount of damage regardless, because I mean I'll get some damage on this Blastoise later on, so that will be kind of beneficial. Now I set up my own Blastoise right here, and I am a Mega Blastoise, and I'm just gonna go straight for the Aura Sphere. Take that Tyrantrum out of there, and his Dragon Claw doesn't even do. I mean, it's stab, but it doesn't even do like a third to me, which is quite impressive. So he's gonna set on his own Blasters right here. I was thinking maybe he's gonna go for the Toxic or something on me, so I wanted to switch out of there into my what's it called? God damn it, I keep forgetting these names. Hydreigon. I'm gonna send on Hydreigon, but it goes for the Rapid Spin, which I thought it'd either do that or try to go for the Toxic, but I'm not gonna really risk too much right here. I'm gonna go for the Dark Pulse. I really don't want to waste too much just yet with the Draken Meter. Maybe later on, once I've taken out a few more of his pokes and know how he's gonna play. But right here, he's gonna send in his Hitmonlee. I was really scared that this thing was one of those unburdened Hitmonlees with Flying Gem or something. But I'm not quite sure if that's even released. Well, wait a minute. Flying Gem and a Hitmonlee? That doesn't even work. What am I saying? What am I saying, man? But I'm going to set in my Talonflame because I know I can easily take a close combat from that Hitmonlee, because, I mean, Hitmonlee is a fighting type and I'm a flying type, so yeah, that's elementary school Pokemon right there for you. But Talonflame doesn't even have the best defenses, so I'm surprised. I'm surprised at how well I took that, actually. But I go for the U-turn on his Pyro because I thought the switch was kind of obvious. So I switch out of there into my Blastoise, and I'm not quite sure what he's gonna do right here. If he wants to fodder it, that's fine, but I'm just gonna go for the Aura Sphere anyways. I knew that the Aura Sphere would take this thing out of it regardless. I really didn't want to risk going for the Hydro Pump and missing, but it goes for the Hyper Voice. It actually does a decent amount of damage. I'm not quite sure what kind of stats this Pyro has, but I might actually check it out later on because it's a Fire type, and obviously I do love Fire types, so I do take it out of there with a Aura Sphere, and in comes his Kangaskhan. Now, I thought this was his Mega Evolution. Well, this is really the only possible Mega Evolution he has left, because his Blastoise is not a Mega Evolution, so I knew he would probably go for like a Fake Out or Return or something. And I'm going to send in my Evelug, which has really good defenses. Naturally, I'm not even that much invested on the physically defensive side, but I take the fake out quite nicely, or the fake outs rather, because he's going to hit me 2 times. And after leftovers, it does about leftovers recovery right there. Well, about half of it, which is pretty good because, I mean, I'm not even invested on the physically defensive side, but again, this thing has really good natural physical defense. Now, right here, I was really surprised because it turns out that this physically defensive Blastoise right here actually has Aura Sphere, and I was expecting it to do a lot, actually, and it will do a lot because check it out. It's gonna go for the Aura Sphere. It's not gonna take me out of there, but it's gonna do a lot of damage. It's gonna bring me down to the red, and that's a critical hit. And I was like, wow, a critical hit? I mean, this thing doesn't have that great natural special defense, but I mean, I live it, and it was a critical hit. I mean, wow. I was surprised because this thing has kind of bad special defense, to be honest, but that kind of saved me right there because otherwise this thing would have been done and I wouldn't have been able to get off a Toxic on it. So that was quite helpful right there, but unfortunately he's got to take him out of there with a Scald. But it's all cool because he's done a good job anyway. So I'm going to switch out of there into my Hydreigon again. Thankfully I'd remember this guy's name again. But I'm going to send in my Hydreigon, and I knew he would probably switch out of there into Hitmonlee. So I'm just going to go straight for the Draco Meteor and take out that Hitmonlee. And that is quite awesome because that Hitmonlee was quite a big threat, actually. So now I can kind of start wrecking stuff with this Hydreigon because I doubt he has anything on his team. Well, maybe he's Kangaskhan, but I don't know if he has anything left on his team that could potentially outspeed me. So he's going to center in his Kangaskhan this turn. And I thought he would probably just outspeed me and take me out of there with like a return or something. So I didn't feel like switching out because I didn't have anything to switch out of. So I'm just gonna go straight for the Draco Meteor, see how much it does. It does quite a decent amount of damage considering that I'm at -2. So he's just gonna go straight for the Power Up Punch. It's gonna hit me twice. Surprisingly, it actually doesn't take me out of there, even though it hits me twice. It doesn't quite take me out of there. I guess it's like only base 40. So I don't know, but I was expecting to die right here, and it gets up to +2. And I guess this guy hasn't invested that much on the speed side, but I actually outspeeded it, which is quite awesome. And that means I'm gonna get some decent damage on this Kangaskhan before I die. So I take myself out of there with the Life Orb, and at this point he's only got 2 pokes left, and I've got my Hawlucha, and you all know what's gonna happen when I send my Hawlucha. Hawlucha is just gonna wreck stuff, go for the acrobatics, take out this Kangaskhan before. Well, actually, he's gonna go for the Sucker Punch first. It's gonna do quite a lot of damage. I mean, it does 3/4, and that is incredible considering that I resisted. So that's kind of scary right there. But I do take it out of there with the acrobatics, and the only thing left he has is his Blastoise. And surprisingly enough, I'm not gonna be able to take this thing out of there with the high jump kick. I'm guessing he's physically defensive, but still, that was quite impressive. But he is poisoned, so he will die from that poison damage. So yeah, that was a good game. I think I had like 1 poke left after this. I can't really remember what it was, but regardless, hope you guys enjoy this battle. Good game, LDxerpe. Please comment down below if it was you who I battled, because I don't have your links. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Leave a like rating if you did, and I shall see you guys later. Peace!